Good morning, you lot. You join me doing a little bit of an exploration of this woods here. Seems somewhat overgrown now. There's definitely a lot of wildlife. A lot has changed in here, but I thought it'd be good to come and explore it. It's the time 5:10 on a Saturday morning now, so let's go and see what we can find. So far it's just wooded areas. Now you're thinking to yourselves, why are you coming to explore? Carry that. Why are you coming to explore an old woods for? And this is where I grew up, pretty much, in the woods. Coming around here, playing, you know, riding bikes around and things. And there used to be loads of, what's the significance for me, was there was loads and loads of burnt out cars everywhere. There was one on that corner before, and there was one on this corner. We're talking 10 or 12, 13, 15 years ago. And there was a couple here, minis. And it was all around here. Burnt out cars. That was not overgrown. That was a jump that we built for motorbikes. I'll have a look at that in a minute. And we just used to ride all around these trails. This here, this was supposedly a bomb crater. Looks so much different now to what it did back then. Same tree though, same burnt old tree. There was a burnt out motorbike in there that was there for years. Another burnt out motorbike over there. This was supposed to be the bomb shell where a bomb come down and hit back in the war, was the legend anyway. That was great fun, you know, riding around here as kids. There's the old tree where you'd have your little campfire. I see the farmer or someone put a load of trees there to block kids. It goes out into the fields. That used to be like a little bit of a jump there. You can ride around up there. I hit my head on the top of that tree up there once. I tell you, it bloody hell. I'm gutted that there's no more burnt out cars here. That was the reason, pretty much, that I came this morning. I come here to have a look at the old cars to see which ones were still here. Yeah, they barricaded it all off. I reckon what's happened what's happened is the council, oh there's another hole, the council have come along and they've removed the cars. Another reason I wanted to come in, because I heard a rumour that we're going to make this into like a nature reserve and ruin it all. So I thought, well, I'd better come and have a look now before it's ruined. Oh, there's still one of the cars. They've left one so far, full of mud. Oh, you won't better tell what this one is. The other ones you could tell because they weren't for the mud, they were just burnt out and left. But we're talking 15 or so years ago probably, back when I was in school. Yeah, engine, see, got a carburetor on that one. These are cars that were burnt out here in the 80s, that's why. alternator. If anyone tells me what that engine is, I'll be very surprised. No one will be able to tell what that is, probably. There's the alternator, carburetor. Yeah. Hopefully there's some more of them left behind. Or even some new ones. I doubt there'll be any new ones. Let's go and have a look. Such a shame those other ones have gone. Because those other ones, as far as I remember them back then, were so well preserved. It looks like someone's been down here and made a little circle, look. This is freshly made. I wonder if this is see, they've chopped down the actual trees. I wonder if this is a council thing, or if this is you know, kids or people, because we used to come in here and make dens in the trees. We used to make tree houses in the random nice trees that were up there, and all that. We used to just make tree houses with all rubbish that we found and bits and bobs. That's interesting, very interesting. Let's go further down here. I love exploring you lot, especially when it's something that I remember. It's interesting to see how it's changed, see how things have changed. Looks like they're putting fences up everywhere. Let's have a look to see what's going on down here. This would be a good place to come with the nitro cars. This would be a jolly good place to come with a nitro car. There's that little clearing. They've like brushed it all round. That's very strange, isn't it? I wonder what that's all about. I do wonder. Someone's put a fence up along here, look. A metal fence is going up around here. Private property, keep out. Please do not feed the horses. It looks like someone over there has bought part of this woodland. I'm probably going to call this a forest in the title, but it ain't a forest there, dudes, it's a woods. A forest is a big mass of trees, and a woods is a small one. Used to be trails going all over the place. Let's go down here. See what trails are down here. Love all the birds tweeting. See, look, some of these have been cut down. This is like a path that's been cut. There's one of those horses. Where are we going now? We're off the beaten track now. Just following this little trail. Oh. Looks like it leads us back to the beginning. Leads us back to the entrance now. They've put like fences everywhere. We'll go back up here and then have a look. I want to have a look on the left hand side, and I'll show you lot that jump I was on about before. So this is where I started off, it's that tree. And if we go around here, this used to be like a big circle. We used to ride around there. There's a burnt out car to the left, burnt out car to the right, another one up there. This used to be, it's all overgrown now. Do you know what? I've got a funny feeling. The generation of today, they probably don't come out here like we used to. This was a daily occurrence. And all this was, none of this was all overgrown. That tree was there obviously, but there weren't no scrub around it. And this was a big wide open area, and then you'd go along here, and we made this big tabletop which looks a lot smaller than it used to, but this was all like, you know, and yeah, it was fantastic back in them days. So we've been behind us, let's go this way and go right. Been left, that's where we come from. Let's go right. I'll never forget we come up here some days or some evenings in the dark and see how long we could last in the dark before we got scared. And we used to see random lights floating around and all sorts. Oh, so we're back here again. So there's only one burnt out car that I can find that's left. That's such a massive shame. That's a really big shame, that is. But I want to know what this clearing is for. I always remember that tree. That's a bloody lovely tree. Don't know what tree it is, but a lovely tree. But I want to know what this clearing is for. Maybe they're going to build something here. The council perhaps. Because I did hear that they were going to make this into a big public park, nature reserve, forest thing. Which is good in a way, but it's also a shame. Because they're, you know, get taken away with those burnt out cars. And you know, that's history, that is, isn't it? All those burnt out cars are history, which is a shame. All those were there from the 80s, they were there all through, you know, all the years I was growing up here, and all my friends that I had at the time. They're probably all dead now because they all went off and done their thing and probably died. So, it is a shame. But we've got some kind of clearing. Fascination. I might have to come back during the day and see what's going on here. It'd be like a track, wouldn't it? Come around here with the nitro cars. Figure of 8. May come up here, it's only down the road. May come up here with them. Another place to go. Another little trail. A lot of these trails were here, and I remember a lot of these trails, but obviously they're overgrown now, more overgrown than they were back then. Yeah, over there in that bit over there we had a bit of a den, as you'd call it back then. Tree house. That was a tall tree house as well. We made a ladder out of planks of wood that we nailed to the trunk of a tree and went up there. None of it would be there anymore. Talking a long time ago. That was a good tree to climb up. Many times we've climbed up there. Oh dear, there's the entrance to the woods. We used to climb up there and sit on that little bit, and no one would notice sometimes, you know, people walk past, you know, all our friends like, yeah. Or in that one, that was a good one to sit, climb up. climb up there, you sit there, dangle your legs either side, no one will see you if you're still enough. And there we are, back at the beginning. So if you like this type of video, please just let me know. A bit of exploring. I know this one wasn't much, not like an abandoned building or anything, but it's kind of interesting to see. It's just, I'm so gutted, you don't understand. So gutted those cars and motorbikes that were burnt out still ain't here. Because that would have been good to see, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. So if you like this sort of thing, let me know, and I'll go and do. There's plenty more abandoned buildings I can do. I can't do that nightclub anymore because I tore it down and put houses on it, which is another big shame. Tearing down history to put down bloody brand new housing blocks. Stupid, isn't it? What's going on? Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you have, you lot. And I'll be seeing you on the next one. Take care, everyone.